Here we are. I know I'm like 5 minutes late, but technically for me, that's on time. Welcome to the Born Without Boundaries full moon party, all congregating online, social distancing via digital. Here we are. All kinds of tarot cards, all kinds of fresh and beautiful. And hello, clarified just for you. You know what's weird? It's not weird. It actually helps. That actually helps. Hi, guys. Thanks for joining. I got my moderators on board. Girls, ready to go? Let's do this. Let's do it. Yes, I will be taking down the timestamps because that's what I do. I take down the timestamps as I do each zodiac sign. Remember, this is full moon energies and advice, not even necessarily predictions, but just the messages that each zodiac sign needs to hear for, excuse me, not the full moon. I put full moon in my tagline, didn't I? Scratch that, guys. That was a typo. It's a new moon, and I'm aware of that. It's a new moon in Aries. Let's discuss what that means. Now, you know Aries, right? Aries is ruled by Mars, got a ton of confidence. You know, Aries is all about confidence, y'all. And it's not just confidence, it's productivity, it's progress, it's moving forward, it's new ideas, investing in them, believing them, being entrepreneurial, having gumption, right? Now, imagine how that affects a moon, especially a new moon, which in and of itself is very open and very vulnerable. We're going to be open to so many new and wonderful things. And the foolhardy thing about us is that we're going to believe that we can make them all come true, and we might have the impulse to try to rush them and rush into things because we have so much confidence and feel so much vitality and energy. The real wonderful way to deal with an Aries full moon is to honor the inspiration that you get and slow yourself down through meditation and breathing, and incorporate all that wonderful energy into the idea process, but not necessarily into the execution process yet, because you're going to want to jump into things. Welcome them in, welcome the energy, honor the energy, and start making your plans. If you have a short-term project that you want to jump on, that's a great time to jump on it. It's a great time to welcome in those things that don't need long-term progress. The trick of the mindset, and in this case, because it's a moon, the emotional set is sometimes we could think it's going to take less time during an Aries, any kind of moon, where it's going to take less time. Well, I'm just going to get this done, right? That's going to happen. Not necessarily. So be sure that you take a breath and do that old Johnny Tremain. Remember that book? They forced us to read it in middle school. I remember that book. And it came with some wise advice. He was pop-offish as a character. He was a young lad. About 13, 14 years old, something like that. And he learned a really, really valuable lesson, and that was count to 10 before you say anything. Before you say, and guys, by the way, I'm not ignoring what you say. It's just too far away. I can't read it. Just let you know. So I'm not trying to let it, when I start going like this, I'm going to try to read your comments. But it's that Johnny Tremain advice, which is simply this: count to 10. Before you jump into anything, before you decide anything, before you get your hopes too high, before you decide that, I'm going to get this done today, count to 10. Just take a breath, count to 10, exhale, and think about it. Because in an Aries, the one caveat, the dark side of this dark moon, is that it can make you believe that you have more than that you can get more done than you can, because you're going to feel so much vitality. And that's why I say honor that vitality and use that vitality. Feel good, be inspired, like plan stuff out, like write all the ideas down. Like this is a great time for journaling all the ideas that come to you during this new moon, so you can go back to them 3 days later and be like, I want that to come into my life. I want that to come into my life. all new moons are opportunities for us to welcome abundance into our life. So we do the same thing we always do. We welcome the abundance into our life. We welcome the abundance of ideas and inspiration, because this is a fiery new moon. So we welcome the ideas and inspiration into our lives. But we take a second, take a few breaths, and count to 10 before we actually jump on anything and try to push it into getting done, push it into fruition, because that's the one trick. Let's see, objects in mirror may be closer than they appear. You know, for the Aries new moon, objects in mirror, objects through the new moon are actually further away than they appear. They're not going to happen as quickly as you feel like you can make them happen. So enjoy the energy and enjoy the inspiration, and write down those things that you want to come into your life, and then put it out there in the sunlight, and let that Aries beautiful fire in the sky know that you're ready to manifest these things. But don't get hasty, irresponsible, or ridiculous about it, okay? So I'm going to be shuffling, something I usually don't do. Yeah. Oh, if you get a little bit impatient over this new moon, don't be surprised, because that's the Aries energy too. You could get really like locked in yourself, like high on yourself, like feel a little too good about yourself. And you could get a little bit too impatient, domineering, impulsive, all those things. And watch out, because even idealistic can get to you. Idealism is really great if you let it inspire you instead of guide you. You know what I'm saying? So let's write down this. I'm going to start with Scorpio. What's up, my Scorpios? Hi. Scorpio, this is your advice and the messages that want to come through for this Aries new moon. Where are we? 7:07. Let's start with you guys. I got my book here too, because it's story time, children. Let's see what energy needs to come out for Scorpio for this Aries new moon. You better stop right now. You better stop, Scorpio. You got an Aries card, and that's always of heightened importance when we receive them. When for my readings, when I receive the moon card that relates to the sign that the moon is in. Now, this is a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. Now, I know you naughty Scorpios might think, oh, fiery climax, I ain't social distancing myself from my hand. You know what no, but anyway, my friend just posted online this whole new array of dildos. It's like all silver and shiny. It's so cool. Anyway, when we're talking about fiery climaxes, you could go quite literal when it comes to Aries and say is physical, especially when you get Scorpio kinkiness wrapped up in that. So I know you're being creative over this new moon, quarantine, social distancing, but not from your own fingers. Those kind of energies are going to be all around you, Scorpio. I would say just enjoy them, but this could also be a more serious note. Scorpio, this could also be something coming to a finish, something coming to a conclusion. I was watching Jimmy Fallon is doing some good bits of Jimmy Fallon from home. Like that's what he's doing now, because his studio's closed, so his wife is recording him and he's posting it online. And there was a tweet that he shared that said, this is going to end up in murder or divorce. So that's kind of what this energy is. You may feel like you just want to absolutely kill somebody, or you might just want, you're done. Social distancing, get out of my house. That kind of energy. Or you also could be really kind of done. Like this could be bringing out something that is very, let's put it this way. When you could have your own distance, when you could be distracted by other things, when you could get out, you didn't have to worry about this so much. But this is the kind of thing when it's in your face every day, you're not going to be able to handle it. It's going to be destroyed. It's going to be Scorpio annihilated. That's what it's going to be. I don't know if it's your TV set that's been malfunctioning. I don't know if it's that VCR that for some reason you still use. I don't know if it's your relationship, but there is something that's coming to a climax, Scorpio. And I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be pretty. This is Aries energy, so there's a lot of vitality here. There's a lot of sensuality here. There's a lot of Mars energy here, so there's a lot of being done and being explosively done. Scorpio, okay. Let's pick a lovely card for you. Ooh, upside down. Oh, shit. Scorpio, I'm telling you, shit is gone. Shit is gone. Ooh, at least the police won't be coming to nobody's houses. This is a card that says practice compassion, see things from a fresh perspective, but this shit was upside down. So let's get into the nitty-gritty right now, Scorpio. You're not taking anything. Somebody is getting on your last nerve. You cannot see things. They better run and hide. They better go like Intel style. They better go ninja style, because you're about to find them wherever they are. This is a sense of you're just about had it. You're just about done. You're just about finished. You want to end something and you want to end it bad. This is a circumstance, a situation where things are getting on your last nerve, and your last nerve is frayed to its last strand. Well, this strand is about to break. There's no way that you can see things from somebody else's perspective or be compassionate when you already hate them now. So it's almost like, and like I said, these kind of things, you could be feeling it just being agitated, right? But there will be an actual ending to a circumstance or a situation that has been frayed or strained before this. This is like high tolerance. This is like no tolerance anymore. This is that kind of energy where you're pretty much done, Scorpio. Yeah, and no, you're not seeing things from somebody else's perspective. I don't know if you're dealing with an Aries or you're dealing with a Virgo, but anybody who tries to push you too hard or judge you too much or talk down to you, RIP. Peace out. So let's get into some guidance through this rather tumultuous time. Remember, it's only 3 days. It's only 3 days. Whoever's pissing you off will only have to hide for the next 3 days. Maybe. Because Scorpios remember and they know where you live. Ooh. Oh, let's see. We've already got both cards coming out for you, Scorpio. So I'm not really playing around with this. This is let go and nourish. So the earth will nourish you, and as much as you can, as much as you're allowed to, please get out and reconnect to the planet, reconnect to the earth, because that's your secret for success in these crazy times. You need some alone time. You need some time where it's just you and the fresh air and the grass or the sand beneath your feet. You need to get back to that whole earth nourishing. It's not about food. It's not about takeout. It's not about Netflix. It's not about binge watching. It is literally about reconnecting with the actual planet. If you live in a city and you live in a concrete jungle, get yourself out to a nearby park. Scorpio, a part of why you're feeling so pop-offish is because, especially as a very psychic sign, you need the earth to come in and kind of neutralize all that energy for you. So please do nurture yourself and help yourself let go of all that very corrosive and radioactive energy inside of you by being able to conduct it in the earth and let the earth carry it away. You want to go out to nature. You want to be, I know that sounds like hippy dippy and stuff, but please, I'm telling you, it's not hippy dippy. It's so important. It will help you. It'll help your spirit. It'll help your soul. It'll just help. I'm just letting you know it's something that you need right now. Okay, hold up. Let's get that one last card for you, Scorpio. What? You're ready. I love it. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. See, this is a road. To me, this card confirms that this is a road that you've already been on. You've already been heading there. This is just a confirmation. This is just a breakthrough. This is just it's not a hunch anymore. It's not a sensation. It's something that you're sure of, and it's something that you know. You're already on this path, so you might as well announce it to the world. This is a sense of it being affirmed and confirmed in the 3D. So Scorpio, know that about this, that you already, on some level, you already sense it. You're already aware of it. You're already doing it. So just keep moving forward. And when I say it, like I said, that could be whatever ending you're coming to. Like I said, when I first saw this card, I knew something has been going on, at least underneath the surface, for a while. So it's already happening. It's not like something new is just starting, Scorpio. This is a sense of it's been continual. Now it's coming out. It's coming to a head, and it's going to be addressed. You just can't run from it. You just can't hide from it. It's not like it's not optional anymore. In this time when we're clustered all together, there is a sense of you really can't hide from people anymore. There's no hiding. There's no hiding from those conflicts. There's no hiding from yourself. There's no hiding from those things that are really getting to you. There's no suppressing them. I shouldn't say hiding, because you can't, when you're a psychic sign, like a water sign, you can't really hide. But you do suppress it, and you do bottle it, and you try to, like Scorpios, try to freeze it, to not acknowledge it. And bottom line is that's not going to be happening. Like, you're going to have to face it. But like I said, this is something that you already know. You probably know what I'm talking about already. You could already probably feel it. It's coming out. The 3 days of that new moon, which starts on, I think it's Monday. Yeah, I think it's Monday, right? Monday or Tuesday? It's the 21st. So hold up. Let me confirm. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. The new moon is at 5:28 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's nice. You can even start it on Monday too. Monday the 23rd. The color is silver on Monday and gray on Tuesday. Void, of course, is 11:51 a.m. But the moon enters Aries at 8:58 p.m. So I would say from 8:58 p.m., like 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time on, you could really start celebrating this energy. I think this is an interesting quote. Listen to this. The seahorse represents the masculine ability to nurture a family, a great spirit animal for house husbands. Now, why do I say that? Because Aries is a very masculine energy, and this is a different kind of dynamic that we don't think about when it comes to masculine energy. But think about it. Like, think about those things that you can do as a man. In other words, to use that masculine energy to nurture and fill, right? Think about those kind of things. Scorpio, it may help you a great deal. It'll help all of us. But I think it'll help you guys especially. There's this energy. Oh, just wear something silver on Monday. Do that for me, please. And it's a planting day on Monday. That means that you're going to plant your intentions. Write down what it is that you are welcoming into your life. Welcoming into your life. Just don't be a fool to think that the day that you plant the seed is the day that you're going to eat the fruit, because that's not what's going to happen. But Scorpio, you have been feeling this. You hear that Phil Collins song? I can feel it coming in the air at night. Oh Lord, oh Lord. It's coming, and it's about to pop. And it's going to feel good once it does. Finally. In other words, this was the circumstance that you needed to finally break whatever habit you've been holding on to and have refused to let go of. And that habit could be a person, it could be a habit, it could be whatever it is you're dealing with. So let's go on, love you Scorpios, to, let's do Capricorn. Where are we doing? 1850, let's do 2. Capricorn. What's up, guys? How are you? What's up, Cappy Cat? What's up? What's up? I don't know. Do I put it back in? I don't really think so. Think about it for the other cards, though. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. Energy for Capricorn for this new moon in Aries, please. New moon in Aries. And please don't have anybody in the comments coming up in here like, you said full moon. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. Like, chill out. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. So how bad do you want it, Capricorn? How bad do you want it? This new moon is like, listen, are you going to back down? Are you going to give in? What load are you carrying that you want to just put down? You know, do you see in the negative space, you see it's almost like that jolly old elf, this little energy of some, like a backpacker, almost like the hermit card. This sense of got to follow in faith, got to proceed in faith. You have to be your own light shining in the dark now. This is an energy of how badly do you want it? In other words, there's going to be a huge stagnation coming. There's going to be huge lapses in time, especially concerning those things that you thought were picking up. They're about to stall. And the problem is they were already in that full stall before all of this started. And you had just started to experience, because I remember your reading, you just started to experience the wheel turning into motion again and progress starting to happen. But there's going to be a big stall. The thing is this, because there was such a stall beforehand and you just started getting the motion going again, you're going to take this a little bit more personal than it is. Because the truth is, everybody's in a stall right now. And I don't mean to diminish your experience. I mean to say, don't lose hope and have faith, Capricorn, because you're in a stall, not because of you. It isn't personal. So the stall is 100% about what's going on now. It's not about you. And believe me, you're going to be okay. I know that you want to plan 3 years in advance. I know that you want to schedule things, and I know that you need those sort of benchmarks to make you feel like everything is going to be okay. But let me say this to you, Capricorn, everything is going to be okay, even without those benchmarks. This is you learning a little bit of how to go with the flow and just let go and trust things. Trust that things are going to work out. Because honestly, you need that faith right now. I'm wondering if there are very few people on here because I did the misprint in the live. I wonder. But anyway, whatever. Yeah, there's Capricorn. This is the have faith card. This is it's almost like, are you able to handle really stressful situations? I know that you think you can. But those are in those times, Capricorn, when you're really certain of yourself because you're in control. The most stressful situation for you as a Capricorn is, can you handle the situations where you're not in control and curveballs keep being thrown at you? That's when you sort of like duck and weave, right? Or duck your head or tuck into a ball and just say like, you know what? I have to just have faith right now. I have to see this through. I'm going to be okay, even if I'm not okay, even if I'm not unscathed when I get out of this. Ultimately, I am going to be okay. Be authentic, be real and true to who you are and how you feel. 9 plus 3 is the energy of 12, which reverts back to 3 again. You know what? If you want to lose your mind, lose your mind. If you want to cry, cry. If you want to scream and you want to yell and you want to pull your hair out, pull your hair out. We had this discussion in the daily for those of you who had joined me. So this is your energy, Capricorn, of listen, whatever it is that you need to do to get by right now, do it. Do it. I don't mean rape and steal. Come on. I just mean there's going to be times when it's like this commitment is to the course, but you're allowed to walk and cry at the same time. You don't have to feel any shame about that, Capricorn. Be authentically you. This is a time to feel. You need to feel it to heal it. And if you're worried and if you're scared, then let it show. And don't let it show in vulnerable ways. Right? Not in ways that are domineering and attempt to gain control back. This is about completely letting the reins go and finding a way to hold on to that wagon as that runaway horse takes you wherever it wants to go. That's like, I know it's the most uncomfortable circumstance or situation for you guys, but Capricorn, that's just how it's going to be right now. I mean, I can suggest to you, enjoy the ride, enjoy the roller coaster, go stock crazy out of your mind and just like let your hair down and be tossed in the wind. This is a sense of, or if you're terrified, hold on tight and cry the whole way. You're going to make it through, and you're going to make it through. I see 111. Angels are around you. You're going to make it through. You really are. And gifts are on their way. And the delivery is coming. It's just, probably backed up in China somewhere. I said it. Yes, I did. Let's go. Here we have your card. Ooh, I really love this card. This is probably my favorite card in the entire deck. Sensitivity. You're connecting to the force. You're connecting to the ether. Trust those sensitivities, trust those instincts, but also you might have to connect to your psychic abilities to communicate with people now. I want to read from the book. Stop. I love this card so much. Do you see how pretty it is? It's so pretty. I'm going to read to you. Stop. Story time, children. Story time. Story time. Heightened intuition and compassion. You are becoming more sensitive to the energy and vibrations that precede all physical creation. We can all sense these energies, but our rational minds often override our feelings, and your rational mind can override everything. So this is a huge breakthrough time for you when your rational mind is actually intentionally being stripped of you to challenge you to get in touch with your higher self. Trust your heart will bring together the most up-to-date information through your senses. When we are open to sensing and feeling love, it also means we are open to sensing and feeling fear. This clarifies the importance of actively choosing where you place your gaze and focus your energy. Don't let old stories determine what you will think and feel. And also don't let all this stuff that you're hearing, because I know as soon as a Capricorn hears a new rule has been in place, the Capricorn's like, draconian, I gotta follow the rule. I'm not saying break the law. I'm saying take it for what it's worth. Don't take it for moral or ethic changes. Don't get all up into that high horse, because really what you're going to do is impede upon your own intuition and disconnect yourself and distance yourself from people who you might really want to be around, just because you're so, it's almost like you're tempted to prioritize the law and sticking to it over what your heart needs. And that's what the universe is like trying to break you of right now. Don't let old stories determine what you think and feel. There is no hiding behind words. Feeling sorry for another or situation doesn't help them or you. It takes you to a place where you can't hear any solutions and feeds back what they already know. You came here to create reality, not to accept it. That is my line. I'm saying it again. You came here to create reality, not to accept it. You attract what you are, not what you think or what you say, but what you feel. Remember, if you want a vivacious risk taker, entrepreneur, daring person, exciting person in your life, then how are you going to be like Little Miss Strict, better follow the rules, damn you if you don't? If that's who you are, you're going to attract somebody filled with that much fear. If you want a daring person in your life, and you want an entrepreneurial person in your life, a risk taker in your life, that's what you got to be. You can't be like one thing and then expect to attract something else. But what you feel, celebrate your sensitivity. Without it, you may not realize you have a choice. What do you want to bring into your life? Ask yourself that question, Capricorn, because you're going to be real tempted to go draconian now and try to force feed people rules and regulations. I'm telling you, especially because of your fear with this Aries a new moon of wanting to take care of everything and have everything resolved really quickly. That's not going to happen. Once again, let's read it again, because this is important. I wish I had a highlighter up here. You came here to create reality, not to accept it. I gotta dog ear that, because that's like my favorite thing. That's like my favorite quote ever. I love that. So let's get into your final card, Capricorn. Ooh, ooh, Capricorn. Ooh, I felt a little energy that wanted to pop out for you, but it didn't. There you go, babies. Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. You know, I just had a conversation with my best friend. this afternoon. She's like, I really do believe that this is going to change things for the better. I really do believe that we're breaking down a lot of institutions and things that we used to have, and concepts that we used to have. And this is the second friend who said that to me. The other was a Pisces, interestingly enough. So this is a sense of, two people that I trust very much in the world. They're both sensing it, and I sense it too. This is a deconstruction. So this is definitely that energy, Capricorn, of you're able to now really think about and rebuild what it is start to build what it is that you want in your life. But the thing is, you have to be honest, be authentic with who you are, so that when you build things, like I said, because with this Aries new moon, that caveat is, be careful what you wish for, because you're going to get both sides. No, seriously, I wrote it down. Hold on, I want to read this to you. Come on, I'm all kinds of crazy. Beware of new habits forming. Good and bad will both stick. So be careful where you put your focus, Capricorn. You're a cardinal sign, so whether you know it or not, your focus becomes reality quicker and faster than anybody else's. So understand that what you focus on will become a new reality. If you want heaven on earth, you got to believe it. You got to live it. You got to be sure of it. So take a deep breath, have lots of faith, and whenever you feel yourself going a little crazy in terms of all the fear factors around now, allow yourself to acknowledge it's fear, it's not fact. I love you guys. Let's move on to 31. Let's see. Who are we? 39, 39. Let's go to Aquarius. If you've noticed, I'm doing my week ahead order. I always start with Scorpio, Capricorn, Aquarius, and then I'll go to Libra, Sagittarius, and Pisces. And then I will go to Aries, Taurus, Gemini. And then I will go to Cancer, Leo, Virgo. And we will find ourselves at the end of the zodiac. So right now, we're boogieing on to Aquarius. Let's do this, Aquarius. Ooh, Aquarius. Who hopped into your sign recently? Saturn. Yo, yes it did. Saturn just did hop into your sign, which means that what we're judged on and the ethics of functionality in the 3D world are changing. They're changing from Capricorn, which is me, to Aquarius, which is us. So that could be good and bad. It could be good and bad. There's caveats and all, but there's that overwhelming sense of sensibilities changing. So Aquarius, what is this new moon in Aries advice that they need? Aquarius. No, I'm only taking one of the moon cards. Aquarius. Here we go. Hold your vision. This is having faith in what you believe in a time where it's very, very difficult. But Aquarius, I think really this card is coming out because you above all really need to be certain and be sure. As we move closer and closer, slipping into the age of Aquarius, we need you guys to unfortunately have that clear vision for all of us. But this is a sense in your personal life, you may be really distracted by all the craziness, especially conspiracy theories, because I know you love them, floating around here. There's a lot of availability for mental distraction right now. This is what was important to you. What was important to you before all this craziness started? What is important to you in general? Aquarius, ask yourself that question and figure out how to keep yourself focused on those goals, because it's the people who can stay focused on their goals and remain productive during this time, especially during the new moon. Remember Aquarius, you're welcoming in. What are you welcoming in? What do you want in your life? Ask yourself those questions over and over and over again. What do I want in my life? What is it? What is it that's most important to me? What have I been focusing on? What you got to keep going. You got to keep going headlong there. Focus on that vision. Don't let all the other like chum in the water distract you right now. It just is going to be very difficult because there's a lot of intellectual or conspiracy theories or craziness that is like chum in the water for you. You know, you might go all shark senses and go crazy and go after that like sort of intellectual fodder, but don't let it distract you because you were heading so correctly. Your direction was right, your direction was clear, and other people around you are going to be distracted. So this could be a lot of temptation for you. I know that social distancing is almost like, hey, you're one of those signs that's been practicing like practicing that your whole life. You can social distance with the best of them, especially when it comes to emotional distance. But this is more intellectual and idealistic, is distance yourself from all the other craziness around you and remain focused on what you are, who you are, and what you believed before all of this began, because you're going to be welcoming in what it is that you want, and that focus is going to determine your reality. I think that was either a quote from Star Wars or maybe it's a Buddhist quote. Bottom line is your focus determines your reality, Aquarius, so you don't want to get distracted, because even though chaos can be a playground for you, you got stuff to get done, and stuff is getting real. Things are getting real in your life, and you just got to hold that vision. Just hold on to it and stay faithful to it. And while everybody else is distracted, keep on keeping on. It's going to be a lot of temptation for you to be distracted right now, Aquarius. So Aquarius energy. Aquarius energy. I can't even read all the stuff that you guys are like saying to each other. When is this? Hi, Carla. This is it. This is the card. Slow down. 9. Something is coming to a head and it needs your attention. Pause and allow things to unfold. Do it. Let it unfold around you. Interesting. It's almost like take that break. Take that. It's almost like you don't want to do anything, but you want to focus on that one thing. That's the thing. It's almost like in other words, allow everything that could distract you to fall to the wayside. Allow it to go to the wayside. And allow yourself to slow down enough to know what matters the most to you. What matters the most to you, Aquarius? This could be a sign, of course, that you are connecting in the dreamscape with somebody. Sometimes Aquariuses don't dream a lot, but this is a sense of you might be dreaming more so that, because almost like your dreams are trying to communicate to you what is the most important, where your priorities are. It's like they're showing up to help you stay focused, because this is my communications through dreams card. This is that sense of that psychic connection to things where you may get messages in dreams. So slow everything down enough so that everything isn't coming at you all at once. That's where the distraction will come from, Aquarius. Where you can do to help yourself is really put everything in slow motion, so that just like Neo, you can be like, like doing all kinds of like cartwheels in slow motion and stuff. That's kind of what it is. It's like pretend you're in the Matrix and everything has just got to slow down so that you can handle it one step at a time, because what is most important is you getting to the promised land, you getting to where you always wanted to be, your focus becoming and defining your reality. Let's go into one of these cards. See, Aquarius energy. Ooh, channeling. What did I just say? There's going to be a lot of psychic messages coming in for you guys. Listen to them. And in fact, it could help you, because channeling is not the same as receiving all this craziness around you. Channeling is actually quieting and closing out all the craziness around you so that you can get the one clear message that's coming from inside of you. Channeling doesn't happen externally. Channeling comes through you, right? It comes out of you. So I would not be surprised if you would be heavy duty channeling right now, or you have a lot of messages. You don't have to actually be channeling, but messages to share, clear and specific messages to remind people to keep their heads on, to remind people of who they are, and distance yourself from anybody that's making that difficult for you. Let's see, number 3. Here we go. Here we go. You have the ability to tune in to different streams of consciousness to gain wise information for healing and expansion. Channeling shifts your awareness so you can stream information from various frequencies. It is just like tuning into a radio station. If the information doesn't agree with you, tune into something different. There you go. You can't expect to hear rock music on a classical music station. With practice, you will be able to tune in to your soul transmissions easily. You have focused a part of your stream of consciousness upon the earth plane to experience life in new and varied ways. Your soul loves you so much. It is always transmitting this love and truth, even when you have forgotten. So this is the time to remember, Simba. Remember who you are. That's what it is. No, that is not the best James Earl Jones impression, but Aquarius, that's where your focus has got to be, remembering who you are, and once again connecting to that voice inside of you and silencing all that craziness so that you do not lose sight of what you're not supposed to lose sight of. Okay. Final card, Aquarius. Let's do this. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. Aquarius, 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 Aquarius. Aquarius, Aquarius. Nope, I'm only taking one. Sorry. Trust your path. Wow. Listen to the message that comes with it. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Tell me if that's not hold your vision to a T. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Are you telling the truth? Aquarius, you have to. You have to speak your mind and you have to speak the truth. This is a portal opening up, and we've been getting this portal on, I've been getting this portal on a lot of my cards. Every time I pull one of these cards, it's a portal card. It's walking through. This is your focus, and this is where you're headed, and this is where you want to go. But do you trust your path? Is something come? Of course, there's so many challenges right now. There's we're resource slim, we're money slim, we're having to change different ways that we experience or understand our own value in our community. We're kept away from our community. There's all these things that are adding challenges to make you doubt and to make you fearful. So you might want to shut your mouth. You might want to not say what you feel. You might be tempted to let somebody else convince you of their truth when it doesn't really ring true to your heart. This is you staying very true and tuned in to your personal radio station, tuned into your star player, so that you do not lose sight of your vision and what it is you believe to be true. It's also knowing that you don't have to talk about this every day. Knowing that you don't have to talk about the craziness every day. Why? Because what was important to you before must still be important now. And it will help you and other people focus if you just get back to talking about normal stuff. And that normal stuff is your eyes on the prize, Aquarius. Love you guys. Always, 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 I welcome you to leave comments below because you know I love to know. All right. Libra, let's go on. Let's see, 40, what is that? 43? Ooh, you know these videos go on so long. All right, Libra. I'm only that's weird. Let me tell you why. Because I said I'm only going to take the top one, but guess what the bottom one was? Both of these cards, and this deck has been shuffled many times, so it's not that these two were just sitting together because that's the way the deck came. It is new moon in Taurus and full moon in Taurus. So this is the full cycle. This is also a 6-month cycle. New moon in Taurus, full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. That's the one that we're going to keep out for you. But we're also going to remember this message. Prosperity lies ahead. Now, the reason why Taurus is significant for you is because it also is ruled by Venus, right, Libra? Now, Taurus is the house of finances and worldly goods and resources, and you rule the house of partnerships. So when it comes to that Venetian demonstration, in Taurus, it's more about luxury and beauty products and those things that make us feel beautiful and stuff. But in your house, Libra, it's more that Venetian energy is more about partnership and romance and connecting with other people. You may have had some ideas. You may have had some ideas where you want to put something into practice to help other people, take care of other people, distribute resources to other people, give to other people, or maybe you're just worried about your connection and losing connection to other people because you know you love to be connected with people, and you might be going through anxiety attacks right now to not get that validation that you so often need in your life, receiving it from other people. There's a stress here. There's a difficulty in receiving resources. So use your practical mind, use your intellect over your impulses, especially around this Aries new moon. Aries is your opposite, right? The house of self. Whereas right now you may feel like your house of self feels very, very empty because you recognize yourself through connections to others. It's why you rule the house of partnership. So there is a sense of what newness can you come in and what structure can you give to your own world, Libra, that will help you survive feeling so unlike yourself or so uncomfortable. Your dreams need a practical plan. You know, right now I'm hearing all Libras everywhere say, duh, we know that. But what's the practical plan? Because it's really difficult for Libras to, number one, to create a practical plan. We have all this inspiration, and Libra has all this like divine inspiration and all these great ideas, but it's hard for Libras to stick to something. Libras are infamous for starting something and then letting it go to the wayside. Unless it's so much unless they're so attracted to it, they're obsessed with it, in which case they're definitely going to achieve it, because they're almost like Cancerians in that way, where if they're obsessed with something, they're going to achieve it, but they got to be obsessed with it or they're going to forget about it the next day. I'm dead serious. So this is what kind of practical plan do you want? Something, what is it really important to you, first and foremost? But mostly you need a practical plan. How are you going to get from point A to point B? Because you know there's something that you want. It's almost like there's this feeling of lacking. There's this feeling of, God, why is that still missing from my life? And Libra, this is, if you still haven't forgotten about it, if you still want it after all this time, then guess what? Now you need to figure out how to stick to it long term and put plans into action that's going to carry the day and get you to where you want. And this is the time to do it. Why? Because you got time on your hands, because you got nothing else to do, because you do have that distance and distraction from other people, because most of the time other people and their concerns would distract you. But now hopefully you're spending enough time alone so that you have the ability to really get some, like, put something into motion that you've been wanting to do for a long time but get so easily distracted from. And this, to me, it's because it's Taurus energy, it has to do with something that's 3D. It's not about spiritual growth. It's not about spiritual cleansing or anything psychic. This is about something in the 3D. So this has to do with a project, a business, a plan, a career goal, something like that, Libra. That's what we're talking about here. And those things can tend to be something that you don't you allow to fall to the wayside. There is a project that you need to work on and focus on. Hold on, Libra, there you go. Ooh, forgiveness. Interesting. Forgiveness. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. Oh my God. This is about letting go. But no, hold on. This is interesting. These two energies combined. There's something impeding you moving to the next step. And I think this is forgiveness on the inside, not the outside. This isn't forgiveness towards somebody else, it's forgiveness towards yourself. Libra, what's keeping you back? Why do you hate yourself? What is that thing that you think that you're lacking? What is that thing that you have not forgiven yourself for? This is about forgiving yourself. This is not about forgiving somebody else. I mean, I'm sure that there's Libras out there that it's about forgiving yourself. And this full moon energy, so it could very well be, are you still disappointed in yourself for losing that deal 5 years ago? Have you let it tell you that you're not good at your business? And that's why you haven't continued to try to strive? Like what negative self input have you been feeding yourself after all this time because of something that you lost, or a failure, a perceived failure, or that sense of like sort of self-dismissing negative input that you've been telling yourself. This is what you need to get to the heart to. This is the energy of 9 plus 2, that's 11. 11 energy is the energy of awakening to the root of the problem. Our minds are going to be broadening and expanding, especially when Saturn goes into Aquarius. So please understand, Libra, that will affect you too. Take things in from a different perspective and allow it to show you what's really at the heart of those issues that you're having. Whatever major issues that you're having, it's definitely got to do with something that you learned in the past that you have to forgive yourself for. It's like you learned this negative lesson because of maybe something that you did, or a mess up, or something that you were disappointed in, and you just have to let it go. You have to forgive it. But first you have to pinpoint it and recognize how much it's influencing you. Damn, Libra, this got deep. Let's see what other card wants to come out for you. So on this Aries new moon, this is a good time to welcome in those chains being broken, those freedom. Welcome in freedom from those past hurts, freedom from suffering. Welcome in clarity. Welcome in insight into those things that have hindered you or made you suffer. Wellness. That's interesting. Wellness is here. So this is about healing and taking care of yourself and nurturing yourself, especially that heart chakra space. You may think you're forgiving somebody else, but the truth is, Libra, you're really forgiving yourself. There's a sense of a little bit, I'm just going to say this, a little bit of shame here. I'm not saying that you deserve your shame. I'm saying that that's how it's manifested in you. A sense of shame for maybe the way that you spoke to somebody or communicated, because there's a sword here, and that's always communications. The thoughts that you were thinking, or things that you basically took responsibility for, but maybe you never said sorry for, you never made amends for, or you never talked about so that they could say sorry and they could make amends. There is a sense of, there is like a blister that needs to be popped in order to heal. Ooh, hold up. Let's get into wellness. I know I didn't read Scorpios though. I don't think I have to read them all, but let's get into this. You are entering a time when your body will become stronger. If you have been sick, or are sick, you are on your way to feeling better. Begin to focus on a sense of well-being. If you are healthy, you will be inspired to strengthen your body through yoga or another form of exercise. Your body is enlightened and knows how to heal itself. Every feeling, be it pain, butterflies, excitement, or love, is a message from one part of the self to another. Tune into your body through meditation and ask what you can do to improve your well-being. Behind the human in the image is the flower of life. A symbol that represents the process of creation. It is made up of overlapping circles that are a repeating expression of the first circle. It is a geometric metaphor reminding us that the nature of life is continual expansion. Your body takes you everywhere you go, so acknowledge, thank, and love it. Whew. You may have to let go. I'm just going to say this right now. Libra, have you been eating too much? Because you know I got Taurus energy right here, and you know what Taurus loves to do. This is a sense of, have you been taking care of your actual physical body? You may need to be let go and forgive yourself for the bad habits that you formed. You don't have to eat that other cookie. Just because you continue to eat that cookie and you gained 7 pounds over the past 6 days, you don't have to continue to do it. Put the cookie down. That's what it is, but you may need a plan. You may need something like Weight Watchers, or you may need a structure outside of yourself to help you stick to it. But there is a sense of physically watching yourself and helping yourself heal. And that comes to do with letting go of any patterns or things that you've accepted to be true. Oh, I'm just built that way, or, my thighs are just thick, or I'm just fat. That's all BS. You can change and restructure everything about yourself, especially when it concerns getting better and getting healthy. So with that card, it kind of changed everything. You could be binging. You could be eating too much. You could be indulging because it's just too comfortable right now. And it's offering a lot of comfort. So you really need a plan. Like you may need a meal plan. Like decide what you're going to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and what your snacks are going to be. Some kind of structure around whatever it is has become your new vice. Ooh, Libra. Oh, this is my favorite card. This is my favorite card in the deck. I love it. The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. The triangle is balance. There's also that chakra sensory over the image's head of having everything in alignment so that it creates a space that is balanced around you. So it makes you a pillar of strength. There is a sense of setting new routines and new patterns for yourself to literally reconstruct everything that you are. But there's also this sense of what's on the outside affecting what's on the inside. So Libra, what is it on the outside that you need to change? I would gander it is a little bit self-indulgent, but you're ready. And there is a leveling up coming into you. So prepare yourself. Like when the light, let's ask yourself this question, Libra. When the spotlight is finally on you, how do you want to look in that dress? I'm just saying. No, seriously. Like, how is it that how do you want to feel? Like, how do you physically want to appear? It's not about vanity. It could be a little bit about vanity. So watch it, because that's one of those caveats of the new moon in Aries. But it's not just vanity. It's about wellness. It's about long-term commitment to restructuring your life so that you are the best you, because your abundance is coming in. I'm telling you, when you get this card, you've been training for this for lifetimes, your abundance is coming in, Libra. It wants to reach you. Are you spotlight ready? Ask yourself that question. Love it. All right. Moving on to Sagittarius. Let's do this. 5744. Sagittarius. Oh, I need my water bottle. What is going on? Okay, Sagittarius. Don't get sloppy. Damn. A new romantic cycle begins. Ooh, you get sexy. Sagittarius. I know what you doing during this social distancing. You ain't so distant, are you? Damn. You getting funky, you getting freaky. Especially with this Aries energy. That's really like, because Aries is really physical, it's really masculine sexuality, physicality, like aggressive, like, ooh, Sagittarius, you tiger. You could be getting a new love. And no, this isn't a love reading, but a new romantic cycle begins. How else you guys want me to read that? Like, I don't know. This is Libra energy, so it's also the house of partnership. It means equals, and it means feeling. So even if you're in a long-term relationship, it means feeling like you're both crazy about each other, feeling like really like you're vibing, like everything is like working out. This sense of like really feeling the feeling of somebody, that really sense of both sides carrying their weight and the scales balancing. But it also could mean what it says, which is a new romantic cycle is beginning. I don't know where you're meeting people. Oh, I know where you meet people, online, because Sagittarius, you know you like that freaky stuff. You do. Sagittarius and a few other signs do really, really well with meeting people online, talking to people through the phone or through apps. You kind of like it because it's playful and it's silly and it's funny and it's quirky, and it also keeps you from a real commitment. That sense of that safe distance, so you still feel free, but you feel connected at the same time. So this could really be working out for you, Sagittarius. But if you are in a long-term committed relationship, this is a sense of really getting freaky on each other. I say have fun with it. Like, let it happen. What else do you want me to say? You'll be receiving, in other words, your partner will be just as interested in you. Things should be going pretty smoothly, at least for the Aries full moon. Yeah, be willing to express love. What? Sagittarius. Show it. Show it. Don't you know it? This sense of, if you haven't talked to somebody in a long time, reach out and talk to them. You have this safe distance between all of you, so you don't have to get too intimate, Sagittarius. And that could actually, like I said, help you here, just to show your appreciation and love for somebody. You can say goodbye the next day. It doesn't have to be long term, but this is a sense of reaching out and showing somebody that you care in the spirit of that Libra energy of that partnership and connectivity to others, and how much you telling somebody that you care or showing somebody that you care could really mean to them, and could really sort of change their world. It's about what happiness and joy could you add to somebody else's world will then turn around and add joy to your world. There is a sense of looking at somebody, talking to somebody, making a phone call to somebody, maybe Skyping somebody, talking to somebody that isn't necessarily touchable or reachable to you, but a sense of somebody that you've been thinking about, reaching out, connecting, because that's my phone. Hello, telephone. That kind of connectivity for you guys. Express love to receive love. This is the number of 6 too. So 6 is the Lover's card in the tarot deck. So, ooh, Sagittarius, you gotta stop. What's up? I think you're reaching out to somebody. I think you're telling somebody exactly how you feel. I think that you're feeling very, very randy over this Aries new moon. But once again, this could also be impulsivity that might end up getting you in trouble. Just letting you know, like, don't, in other words, and I don't think you guys would normally do this, but like, before you do it, before you make that phone call, please do think about it. Like I said, count to 10, like Johnny Tremaine. Count to 10, not necessarily to rethink connecting. I think you should absolutely connect, or tell somebody that you care, or be demonstrative of your attraction to them. But Sagittarius, think before what you say to them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, plan out what it is that you're going to say to them, or what it is that you really feel. Like, know where you stand before you connect. Like, you should answer the question right now. You're going to connect with somebody, right? You're going to demonstrate that affection. You're going to demonstrate your feelings. You're going to be openly affectionate, but get it all in line before you make the connection. Don't just try to wing it, because that could end up sort of backfiring in your face. Like spontaneity right now, it's like really nice to be spontaneous. I know you want to be spontaneous. I know you love chaos. It's a place that you're at home in. I understand that, Sag. I get it. But this is a sense of at least know the game. The ball is in your court, but know the game before you serve the ball. That kind of energy. Joy. Oh, we got this during our daily. Remember? That overwhelming sense of eureka, that sense of you'll know when something is right. You'll know when you've made the right decisions, or you're speaking your truth, because it's almost like that joy meter then goes off inside of you, Sagittarius, and lets you know that you're happy. And if you're vibrating happy and you're vibrating high, then you got no need to make any changes. Hashtag story time. 27. Discover what you love. You're making some discovery. Like this is definitely some sort of, what is it that you love? Maybe you're looking online. Maybe you're looking into new people. Maybe you're experimenting. Those kind of things, that kind of energy, you could be just getting to know who you really are because you finally have time to do it. If a thought does not give you joy, then search for the one that does. Thank that thought for showing you where you don't feel joyful, and then reach for a pleasing thought. You can empower yourself by choosing joyful thoughts. You will disempower yourself by choosing sad thoughts. What will you choose today? There is almost always something to make you feel at ease in every situation. It is up to you to find that. Try reaching for a joyous thought right now. Look around your house at what gives you joy. Turn toward the joy in your life. If you can't find it outside, go within and create inner joy. It is not always the easiest thing to do. However, it is one of the most worthwhile things you can do for your physical and mental well-being. Open your heart to allow blissful inspiration to direct your actions, and you will give without expectation. Joy is your natural state of being. Now is the time to honor it. You're feeling groovy. That's what I want to say to you. Like, let's cut through all the red tape here. Sagittarius, you're feeling groovy. This Aries new moon is really going to help you welcome in a lot of joy and happiness. And the thing about you is it doesn't have to last long term. You're okay with short term. In fact, you're the king of short term. You don't worry about all that. Look at this. Unbound. Ooh, see, you just feel so free right now, so happy, so untethered, so able to be yourself, which you haven't felt in a long time. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Ooh, ghosts from the past, bye-bye. Happy birthday, Doug Denny. I just saw 623. Ghosts from the past, bye-bye. It's almost like this moment in time is helping you realize your past is actually behind you, Sagittarius. You don't have to fear about it coming back. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry anymore because it's gone and it doesn't exist. This is a sense of all those ties and all those connections that held you down in the past, just taking care of them. And you might be reaching out and contacting somebody just to like cut those ties and finish off those whatever it is that was holding you back. There is a sense of releasing that energy, or maybe seeing something online and realizing, oh God, I am so lucky I did not end up with that person. But the thing is, you're realizing it, and that's what's so wonderful about this new moon. It's liberating you, and it's filling you with this energy of openness, a state of being, of receiving that you haven't been in a long time, because there's been so much unwelcome chaos in your life that you've had to get through. So you're feeling really, really good. And I really do see, do you see how there's a full moon here? There's this sense of you releasing the past and finally being liberated and free from it in order to receive the fun and the joy and the happiness that you're receiving right now. And it really is about the right now. It's about what's happening to you in this present moment, not about what's 6 months down the road. You don't need to hear those messages. You don't need to hear it. You're okay. You're good. Something like there's a sense of relief right now from anything that was keeping you down or making you doubt yourself. So, I'll take a little bit of that. Okay, let's get on. I love you, Sag. Let's get on to Pisces. 10821. Pisces. Let's do this, man. Ooh. Pisces. And there you go. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal moon. Okay. I mean, I don't know who you're making a new move to, but I think that this whole energy right now is empowering you. You're just so filled with your own dreams. Neptune is still in Pisces. There is a sense of being so secure and sure of what it is that you need to do. You love this right now. You love this feeling of being surrounded by your dreams and just being able to get lost in whatever you are inspired to create. Be bold and make the first move. You are really being productive during this time. There's a sense of getting your ideas out there. If you have been worried or curious or wondering, should I try? Yes, you should try. Yes, you should submit yourself. Yes, you should. Yes, you should. Yes, you should. Yes, you should put that pen to paper. Yes, you should put that paint to canvas. Yes, you should do that video or do that performance. It's like you got to get whatever it's like, get it out of you, Pisces. Get it out. Be creative out loud and share yourself with the world. These are you taking the steps to say or do what it is that you're driven to do. Maybe you're a scientist. Maybe you're a doctor. Be true to those things inside of yourself that you know to be true. This is a sense of you need to take the lead. You need to step out there and blaze this trail. You may feel alone because you are alone, especially if you're out there in cardinal status, which always leads the way. That could cause you a little bit of discomfort. You could feel a little bit too disconnected. And the place for you right now is not out and about. But remember, there are a lot of different ways to share your ideas. There's blogging, there's vlogging, there's YouTube channels, there's Vimeo. There's so many different ways to share what it is that you need to say or the message that you need to get out. There is so many different ways to reach out to people. If you have been thinking about somebody, make the effort and put the energy to reach out to them, to let them know that you care about them. Wouldn't it be awesome if you were both trying to contact each other at the same time? That could happen, man. That could happen. But there's a sense here that you will need to, it's almost like you might get sucked too much into the Pisces vortex if you don't force yourself to get out there and take chances. Because right now, I don't think these chances will matter as much to you if you get rejections. Not to say that you will, but to say that it's almost just you staying in the action of putting yourself out there so you don't get too complacent. That kind of energy. Let's go on to the whispers of love. I want to see what that's got in store for Pisces, 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 Pisces. Oh, 2 cards came out. No. I'm not taking more than 2 cards. I'm telling you right now. Nope. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. There you go. Oh, it came out flipped upside down, but then it like righted itself. Oh, and I looked up and it's 111. I love you, angels. Hold on. Oh, speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. Pisces, this is Gemini energy. This is finding your divine counterpart, also being focused on the same thing. The connectivity, this is connecting with somebody to work together, work in unison, work in harmony, of partnership. It could be romance, absolutely. But do you want a partnership with somebody? Do you have an idea? Skype them, call them, connect with them, talk to them, be bold, don't be afraid, use your friends, connect with them. Like you can develop projects, via the internet, via Skype, work on it, whatever it is, start getting your thoughts out. Just like let it be known and let it be told. And please, please, please don't hold back. This is a sense of reach out. Your friends will actually help drag it out of you. If you reach out to a partner or to somebody, maybe you're interested in somebody, this could be romantic too, Pisces, connect with them. It's like they want you and they're the right person for you. So connect with them, reach out to them. You're desiring the companionship. You're desiring the connection to other people. Make the first move and connect with them. I think whether this is partnership or romance or in some situation, like both, it could be, it's just you have to reach out. Please do, because it's going to go a long way. Somebody on the other side really wants to connect with you. They're going to speak the same language as you. And it's almost like this time is fated and destined for the two of you to come together, for the two of you to actually put like the pen to paper, or, and I say that metaphorically, to actually make something work. So Pisces, this is the time. This is the time to set to it. This is the time to do it. You can congregate with 1 or 2 friends. That's not against the law, right? You can invite somebody over to your house. I don't think that's against the law. Just work together, work on things together. This is the perfect time to be able to do it. And I think that you're feeling that too. I think that you're feeling like this is just a great moment for me to actually start getting stuff done. But partnership is the key. So connect and reach out. Go ahead. Go ahead and do it. They want you to. Ooh, soul tree. You really do need to get out. And I don't mean that to like breaking the law, but a sense of connectivity. What did I keep saying? This is partnership with nature. This is inspiration. You may be inspired by nature. You may be calmed by nature. In other words, it's like the connectivity start with nature. Start by getting yourself out there and reconnecting to that spirit tree, reconnecting to the earth and the ground, your roots. Feel that solidity of your trunk. I'll read you the card so you can get a whiff of it, but a sense of reaching up and connecting then to the ether with your branches. So it's almost like you're receiving antenna, this inspiration. It's like you are the connection between two different worlds, which you are already, Pisces. So let it flow into the 3D. Your friendships, your romance, it will help you. It will help bring all of that energy into the 3D so it doesn't just sit inside of you. Soul Tree I read early this morning. It's in the daily video. I want to move on to the next card, but this is essentially go walk in nature. Go reconnect with nature, Pisces. You probably need to, in other words, you need to get out a little bit. You need to connect. You may be at risk of losing yourself completely into your dream world for the next 4 or 5 weeks. And that won't be good for you. We want Pisces back. We want you to share yourself with the world. So reconnect. It's so necessary. It's so necessary to be continuously connecting with nature. If you have a yard, you're blessed. I don't. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? There is a sense of a fractured sense of self here, Pisces. So maybe everything isn't as good as it appears. But see, this is my thing. This is my thing. You do need to connect. You need to connect. In other words, you need that focal point outside of yourself in order to bring all those pieces of yourself together. So let your friends or whatever love interest you have, let your significant other, let them help you. Let them be your focal point. Let them help you focus your energy and attention onto what will be that conduit for productivity. And start here. Start by connecting yourself to the earth and calming yourself down and remembering that there is a world outside of your dreams, Pisces, and you need to reconnect to it. Nice. Nice. Oh, what are we doing? We have one more card for you guys. Tasty. Oh, no, we don't. That was Align Your Life. Awesome. Awesome. Aries. Let's do this. 1/1656. Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. Aries for the Aries new moon. 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 Aries for the Aries. I'm so sorry, guys. I apologize. Aries for the Aries new moon. Aries for the Aries new moon. Oh, you are good enough. But just guess what? It was turned upside down. There is a sense of not being able to release this sense of you are not good enough and you need to do better. And that comes with that Aries that Aries new moon impulsivity and proclivity toward jumping into something or being over ambitious or having so much gumption you don't have a plan. That's that energy of, oh my God, you're at risk for proving yourself to somebody, or a sense of something has just diminished your sense of who you are, a sense of being over emotional and almost being lost in your emotions, Aries, because something has made you question your value or question your self-worth. This sense, this is Virgo energy. This is Virgo energy. So it could very well be like being just too judgmental or too critical of yourself, or having too many judgments or criticisms come in from the outside and feeling really, really tempted to, well, no, you don't feel tempted to pop off at somebody. That's the problem. It's almost like you're feeling more emotional than you normally do. And if you, I don't know, it's like you're feeling more emotional than you normally do. Full moon in Virgo, you are good enough. You are good enough, Aries. You really, really are. But this is a sense of not feeling that way. So what you do is need to release anything in your life that is diminishing how good you feel about yourself and about who you are and about what you want out of life. There is something, I think, you like literally, you're not in control of the situation. You're not, whatever situation you're in, you're not in control of it. There's something that's making you feel lesser or making you feel unappreciated or making you feel stuck and kind of vulnerable, making you feel vulnerable. You don't like it. You don't like feeling that feeling of being out of control and not being able to push things forward. So there might be that tendency or temptation to try to push things too hard and try to leap on something when it's not the best thing, but it's, you know, something's better than nothing kind of energy. No, that's not true. I think that honestly, what you really should do is rest, like put your feet up and literally meditate until you feel yourself again. Maybe feeling yourself again. Do what you gotta do. Whatever you gotta do to get back to that sense of, I'm Aries, damn it. I'm Aries. People better respect this or I'm gonna go atomic. Like when you get back to that sense of self, then you know everything is okay. But there's something about this Aries new moon that might make you feel extra vulnerable, a little bit extra compromised. And it's just because, the moon is in your sign. It's a little bit more emotional. It plays tricks on your normal, Mars energy. It really plays tricks on it because Mars isn't used to questioning itself that much or being that emotional. And so it could be just messing with you right now. Simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. That is your key to success. You want to feel better about yourself? Find a way that you help others. Find a way to love others. Find a way to give and donate random acts of kindness. This isn't long term. This is a short term project. Pack up all of your extra clothes and go give it to charity. Do some inventory around the house of the things that you needed to get rid of anyway and help people. Maybe go deliver meals to the school children who don't have it. Whatever it is, the way to feel better about yourself is to get outside of yourself and show yourself in the 3D world how valuable you are and how much of a difference you make to people. Because, in other words, how much of an impact you can have by being philanthropic, by being giving, by caring. Let your energy and let your want to make a decision and feel powerful be conducted into helping other people, because your kind of energy is something that is atomic and it could go a long way right now, Aries. So take this morning and this feeling of vulnerability and turn it upright into a sense of wellness and self-esteem by showing how valuable you are by helping others. Random acts of kindness, turn that frown upside down. And it's almost like you're worried too much about yourself right now. Not because you shouldn't be, but it will help you feel less vulnerable by being of help or assistance to other people. Ooh, variance. Ooh, this is so beautiful. I love this. I'm going to read this because this is the first time this has ever come out. This is the card. Let me get the, this is 39, 9, 10, 11, 3, okay? 39. Okay, you ready? This is exciting for me. The differing perceptions of ego and soul. Today, you may not feel like yourself. You and your soul are looking at the same thing, but are seeing it differently. Your emotions and reactions are a combination of your thoughts and your soul's thoughts. And when they don't align, you feel wobbly. Variance is a way of explaining the wobble. When you have the same perspective as your soul, things feel right. They may seem satisfactory and easy. No limiting beliefs or patterns are triggered, but there is a feeling that all is well. Your soul will never join you in judgment, blame, or hurt, because it is not the truth of you. It is not the perception. It is not the perceptive of love. How you feel reveals how aligned you are with your soul. If you are experiencing something that doesn't feel quite right, Take a breath and come back to your center. Ooh, this is right on. You will begin to feel better, inspired to navigate your inner radar and ready to receive your soul's transmissions. Damn, that is what did I say? There is a sense of you don't feel right, something feels off. Why? Because you really should feel good about yourself. You really should love yourself. But if you are surrounded by or in a circumstance that is making you feel like crap, think about and analyze what is the message that you got from that circumstance or situation. What are the messages that you're getting? Because they're not what your soul is saying to you. Your soul is saying you're valuable, you're amazing, you can do everything. And instead, whatever around you is making you feel diminished. So it's like, recognize where the impetus, like recognize where the pressure point is and relieve it and let it go. And I think one of those first steps is to get out of your side of yourself and get into your community. And just, I know it sounds crazy, but just show how much value you can be to others. And this is no. Wait, postpone, pause, and say no. And then we have a bunch of cards. But essentially, no has come out. No. Wait, postpone, pause, and say no. And then other cards came out too. These two cards came out too, and I'm going to take them. Why? Because you need them. Play and Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. So everything that's happening to you right now is because you were probably off the path that you were supposed to be on. And that's why all of this is coming down. I know that there has been major shifts and changes in your life, Aries, but understand something. It is to realign you with your soul purpose. Don't take anything too seriously and push away and literally just reject everything that makes you feel crappy, especially if it was something that made you feel crappy about not being good enough as something that you didn't care about to begin with. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe you cared about it because it was filling something in your life, but the truth is there's this sense of something wasn't working out anyway. And that's what's coming down. That's what's crumbling. Something that wasn't working anyway. And why were you so attached to something that wasn't working anyway? There is that sense of get out of that, leave it behind, let it be laid waste to, and then get back into that sense of who you are, remembering who you are, feeling good about yourself. Get out there and do things that are fun for you. Well, I know that's hard right now. Whatever it is, what does it makes you happy? Is it watching comedy specials online? Is it calling up old friends? Is it going for a walk outside? Is it going for a jog outside? Is it doing at-home fitness? Because I know it's so important for you guys to get into your bodies. So important for Aries to get into your bodies. At-home aerobics, like train hard, work like crazy to just get out of your head a little bit and get into your bodies. This is a time to get physical. Seriously, not kidding around. Hold on one second, guys. I'm going to take a brief pause because I have to go run and get my charger. My phone's about to die, and I have 6 more signs to do. Almost there, guys. Thanks for your patience. I appreciate it. This is going to irritate me. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate it. But look, oh my God. If I have to come back, sorry, and do the other zodiac signs a little bit later, I will. Because if I lose my phone, I'm not going to have another way to continue the live. Anyway, it's charging now. Thank you so much for your patience. All right, Aries. I love you guys. Here to talk. If you want to write some comments to me, go ahead. But the 2 things that you really need to welcome into your life right now is those short-term projects of how can I help other people? How can I declutter my life? How can I get rid of all the things that are making me feel crappy and making me feel like I'm not good enough? And then how can I get into my body to help restore my energy again? All right, Taurus, 12902. Excellent. Taurus, let's go. Taurus. Right away, show the world the real you. This is interesting. Who are you really? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? And confidence is your key to success. I think that you're feeling really good about yourself right now. You are feeling really strong and really not cocky, but confident. And there is a sense of you wanting to share who you are with the world. Let me use this example. Like Dwayne Johnson, I'm a huge fan of The Rock. I'm not even gonna lie. And he's been making these videos on Instagram where he answers people's questions. He's just taking the time to share bits and pieces of himself and share stories from his life that people always ask him, but he never gets a chance to answer. So like let the rock lead you. That's a sense of, that's where you are right now, the sense of just being confident and feeling really good about yourself despite all the chaos and craziness around you. Be confident in who you are and what you have to contribute to the world, and contribute it. This is the time to start that YouTube channel. This is the time to start that, I don't know, that webinar series. This is the time to put together, you know, that at-home movie that you've always wanted. Like, this is the time to share bits and pieces of your personal self. Be honest with who you are, be true. And I honestly think that we're getting a lot of lip from Tauruses too. A sense of like, this is how I really feel, and this is how things should really be. But go ahead, say it, don't spray it, but say it, because this is a sense of you really having confidence and sort of being fed up with being stuck in, and you want to share yourself with the world. You're feeling really good about who you are, and almost pride in the life that you've built yourself, or the person that you've built for yourself, the person that you've made yourself into. So you're ready to share that, Taurus, and so share it with the world. I understand that at this point you may have to be a little bit more creative than at other times, but do it, because you could be creative with the best of them. Absolutely do it. Share yourself with the world. That's a really wonderful reading, to be honest with you. That's a really kind of lighthearted, kind of feeling good energy. And that new moon, confidence is key. What are you ready to accept into your life? I think you're ready to accept challenges into your life. I think you're taking questions and giving answers. Questions, please. Like, I think you're ready. I think you're ready to sort of stand up to some sort of tradition or some sort of structure, or reestablish the structure. I really think so. I know you guys like structure though, so that might not be it. But I think that you are ready to let your voice be heard and let your talents out. I feel like these cards keep getting stuck together and they're not supposed to. Okay, what's up? Ooh, Taurus, what's going on? We just got a little 7. What's been going on? What's been building? Because it says love endures. Now, you may be at a distance from somebody. You may have had to separate because, I don't know, whatever, travel and, you know, shit these days, whatever. But there is a sense of maybe you're going to see somebody come hell or high water, that sense of, but there's a distance here. But whatever the distance is, maybe there's a distance between your dreams and the reality. Maybe there's a distance, you feel a huge gap between where you are now and where you want to be. But there is a sense of that connection that is love, that complete unconditional faith in the presence of that connection. Taurus, it's going to get you through. It's going to endure. This love will work out. You will get somewhere. You will be on the move again. There will be connection. Whatever is the hardship now, you are going to be able to get over it. You're going to be able to get through it. You have this sense of tenacity about you and self-assuredness that is unwavering right now. And I really love it for you. I really love this energy for you, because it's not exhausting, because it's good when so much else is bad. Let's put it that way. There is a sense of purpose in who you are, and maybe even not actual travel, but helping people get over things, or helping people get through things, or just contributing to the hope or the tenacity of others. That feeling of being that bridge, being that conduit, being the conductor, show the world the real you. It's like, what did I say? Did you watch Taurus? Did you watch your zodiac? And if you didn't, why didn't you? Go watch it, because I swear to God, I said at least twice in that reading, Taurus for president. There is a sense of you being the conductor of great voltage of energy right now, and you literally bringing in the abundance for other people. And it's this confidence that's helping it along. This sense of, yes, everything is going to be okay. Maybe you have a very supportive partner. Maybe you have an enduring love that you can fall back on that always makes you feel good. There is a sense of feeling very confident that you are in a good place, that you are in a strong place, but also maybe a little bit, and in some cases, having to be away from that person, but still having confidence, knowing that everything is going to be okay. And that energy of 7 is you're helping to create something. You're helping to bridge the gap. You're the major conductor for that love and that connectivity persevering. Ooh. That's really beautiful. Nice, Taurus. Okay, let's get more Taurus. More Taurus. Oh, there you go. There you go. Healing. Oh, beautiful. You know, maybe you've been through a lot lately. And so it's almost like if things got that bad, there's no way they can be worse. But you know what? Isn't that a wonderful place to be, where things can't get worse and everything is up from here? And that sense of part of your healing is to help to heal others and connect to others and speak to others. Part of your healing is to allow yourself to be everything you are out loud, so that your vulnerability is actually being healed, being medicated from sharing yourself. There's a sort of catharsis in letting yourself be known and being honest with the world about who you are, and maybe not hiding things anymore, sharing things. Let's read the healing card, Taurus. It's number 5. Hold on. Be illuminated by love and truth. Right now, healing is taking place to support. It's too high. It's irritating me. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Right now, healing is taking place to support your understanding of the gifts in your experiences. Weird or difficult circumstances can often be a first track path to your desires. Until we recognize subtle imbalances, the best way to clean up outdated beliefs is to have our buttons pushed. Buttons are created by continued attention to unbalanced thoughts, ideas, or beliefs. Every time we are reminded of or talk about a hurt, it pushes a button and reopens a wound that we are yet to heal. Wounds are created by mental, spiritual, or physical trauma. Poking at them will prolong the healing process. Leave them alone so balance can be restored and wholeness can return. Inspired action for healing may include seeing a therapist, consulting a medical professional, or spending time in the ocean. Focusing on what you love is also healing. All is perfect in every moment, even if we can't see it at the time. So this is a deep-rooted sense of healing, a deep-rooted sense of sharing yourself so that you can heal, is opening up to be rubbed down with the salve that is that healing ointment for your life. I love that. Oh, you flew out, man. Hold on. I'm sorry. I know. This is not high tech over here. Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. The fact that both of those cards came out together, damn. Powerful, powerful time. And this is why you have so much courage and are feeling so good and want to be so honest with yourself right now, because you need the exposure to the fresh air. You need the sunlight in your face. It's helping to heal you. You need the salt water in your wounds. It's helping to wash away the infection. It's helping to heal you. You are being healed. So what you are opening up to receiving on this Aries new moon, Taurus, is healing, is wholeness, is once again restoration to your whole state of being. But it's taking that beautiful confidence, show the world the real you. Why? Because when we hide that pus, when we hide that blister, we actually help to prolong the sickness. This is letting the sickness out, showing it, letting everybody go, ew. But guess what? It's your truth. And you have enough confidence to get through the ew and get on with the healing. And that's what's so wonderful about your boldness right now and what this Aries new moon is doing to you. Let it embolden you so that you can have the strength and the courage and the self-esteem to heal yourself. There is a big sense of healing, of really, really maybe being frustrated and letting the world know it. Maybe being angry and letting the world know it. Maybe being upset that the world is what it is and letting the world know it. Either way, your truth is part of this healing process and part of what's helping you and maybe your partner or spouse to really make it through all this okay, whatever you're going through personally as well as what we're going through as a community. So Taurus, you're in a really good spot right now, I gotta say. Okay, so Gemini, let's get on to Gemini. 140.03. Okay, Gemini. Let's see what cards we got for you. Gemini. Staying quiet, huh? A little bit aloof, huh? A little bit of, I don't really want you to know about me. I hear you. Gemini. Nope. Always the enigma. All right. Oh, doing things on your terms. Wanting things to come out on your terms. Doing it on your terms. I hear you. But you know what? At the same time, a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon of Cancer. Yes, you are resolving something. Yes, you are helping to heal past. You're helping to nurture a situation that once was starved. But guess what? You're doing it on your own terms. You want control of the situation. You want to make the determinations. You want to feel like you are being heard and listened to. Why? Because something about this situation was taken away from you. Something about control or contribution to the situation was originally taken away from you, and you hated it. You were really pissed about it. There was a sense of, why am I not getting a choice here? Like feeling like somebody pulled the rug out from underneath you or took your power away. But now there's that sense of coming back in and saying, I'm going to be the one to put the rug back. I'm going to be the one to reconstruct this circumstance, not because I owe it to you and not because you asked me, but because in doing so, I actually take possession of control of this situation. And that's what you're doing. You're like, I'll do it, but it's going to be on my terms. Okay, Gemini, I hear you. A personal issue reaches resolution, and thank God. I don't know if you're dealing with a Cancerian. I don't think it matters. There is a sense of something that was close and near and dear to your domestic space, family connections, maybe even your house. Maybe you were looking for a place to live and you didn't have one. This sense of being able to be restored and be close to your family and have a home. Maybe you were maybe you're worried or out of work, out of rent, something like that. This sense of it's resolving. All of these issues are going to be taken care of. And it's almost like it's not a possibility. It's not something that's going to happen in the future. This might be happening to you already. So you're already starting to feel back on that pickup, like back on that upslope, where once you just felt really agitated and really pissed and really defensive because you were on that downslope and people were really pissing you off and the whole situation being out of hand was irritating you. There is a sense of now getting good news, a situation being ended, but it has to do with your personal investment into the situation. It's not just about something resolving all on its own. It's that you did something to make it resolve, and that's why it's resolving. Good on you, man. You took control of this situation and you resolved it. This is like finding yourself a new place to live, finding rent, finding a new job, or just simply like I don't know, just things turning around in your favor. Do something for somebody, give your attention to another. This is the energy of 5 as well. This sense of, once again, giving. But for you, it was giving to receive. And it was giving to receive more freedom. It was giving to get out of whatever obligation you were a part of that you didn't want to be a part of to begin with. This sense of, I'm buying my liberty here. This isn't even just about you. This is about what I need for my life to feel whole, to feel happy, and to feel like I'm like empowered again, because you didn't like the feeling of not being empowered. So yes, you are giving and you are taking care of and you are doing the quote unquote right thing. But that right thing was on your time, and it was for your freedom, for your sense of it. Not to say that you're being selfish, but to say it's almost like you came to the conclusion. We had this reading for you a while back. That holding on to this or trying to avoid it was actually tying you up and tying you in circles and taking more from you than just doing it was. So this is a sense of healing, and you're helping yourself to resolve a situation that probably went on a long time. This is Virgo energy, cultivating something, caring about something, nurturing other people, taking care of them, giving to them. Yes, it's on your own terms, but simultaneously, it's making you feel good, because the truth is you are doing the right thing. You are helping others. You are a major contributor here, and you are doing something to be proud of. Like this is like really giving energy, really giving energy. Okay, Gemini. Ooh, right at the right time too. Remembrance. Yeah, this is something from your past. This is something from your past, and it could have been you remembered how you once felt good about somebody, and that helped you to go back and resolve things with them. Or it may not be a somebody, it may be a situation, but a sense of, once upon a time things were good, and I'm going to focus on and heal those parts that were good, and the rest of it I'm going to let go, because they're tethering me, they're holding me down, and they're holding me stuck to this place that I don't want to be stuck to anymore. So it's like you're using that ability for you to remember and go back in time and remember when times were good, to just sort of do everything that you need to do to resolve these issues, so that you have your freedom back and you don't have to be stuck in the muck and the mud, and maybe even the filth that the situation became, because what you really want ultimately is freedom and resolution. So it's like, here, take it, because what matters to me most of all isn't it's what's coming, what's in the future. You know, what not giving this or holding on to this is impeding for me. Let me read Remembrance 11. Recall your soul truth. You are ready to live your life from the wisdom of your heart. You may have been citing 1111 as a reflection of this. If not, you can expect to be receiving this sign soon. You may see it on a clock, a phone number, a receipt, or in a dream. With this wisdom, fresh and innovative ideas will flow into your mind as new ways to live your life. No one else has to change their ways, only you. Live from your heart, be an inspiration, and discover a new world. Some call 1111 an awakening code. You must have awoken on some level to receive it. It is a sign that you are much more than you think you are. 1111 has many different explanations, because we are all asking different questions. There is no right or wrong meaning, but at the heart of 1111 is a loving, intelligent energy, and the page is 55. So this is a major change that you've had in yourself that will always encourage you towards your soul. Will you remember the truth of you? Sometimes we argue so much, we get caught up in so much arguments, that we actually lose ourselves into winning the argument, instead of remembering what was most important to us from the beginning. Once again, this is you getting back to the beginning, remembering and being refreshed and renewed by letting all that other crap go. You go, Gemini. You go. Gemini. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. And I know it's like this Aries new moon energy is about receiving, right? It is receiving. You're receiving freedom and you're receiving your happiness and your balance again. You're also receiving a new life. You could be receiving some repayment as well. Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. You are surrounded by angels, Gemini, whether you liked it or not. You have been assisted, you have been led, and I think more importantly, because we have this card here, you have been listening. You have been responding to the call. You have been 222. You have been having open communications and conversations. You've been letting them lead you and influence you. You've been letting them touch you and move your heart. You've been letting them change you. You've been letting them guide you, and you have been feeling the renewed sense of happiness and restored sense of peace because of it. This is you. What I said from the beginning of the reading, this isn't just happening to you. It is happening through you, and it's happening because of you, Gemini. You have made the decision to allow your life to improve by getting rid of those things and those behaviors especially that did not serve you. So what you're welcoming in this Aries new moon is your energy back. It's your sense of vitality back. It's your sense of self back and restored and renewed and whole and healed and healthy. Oh, that's awesome. All right. Love you, Gemini. Let's go on to Cancer. 5008. Let's go on to Cancer. Thank you so much. I know some of you have stayed this whole time. I really appreciate it. I know these videos get really, really long, but I'm glad you're here with me. So we're getting into Cancer energy. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. What is the energy that wants to come out for Cancerians? Cancer, 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 Cancerians, Cancerians, Cancerians. A whole bunch of stuff, but nope, nope, nope. All right, Cancerians, Cancerians. What's the energy that wants to come out? What is this, Cancerians, for the Aries new moon? For the Aries new moon. By the way the cards are acting, you're all over the place emotionally. Yep. I'm just saying, it's like, it's almost this sense of being so emotional or so scattered that you feel like you're split and fragmented in 100 different ways. It could very well be a very emotional time for us. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. A very emotional time for us. All over the place. And maybe trying to spread ourselves too thin, which we do. Gemini, communication is key. This is really interesting energy. So maybe you're receiving communication. You may be receiving communication. Maybe you're dealing with a Gemini, but this is one-on-one personal communication. This is a sense of wanting communication, wanting to receive it, expecting to receive it, needing to receive it. You, who we are, we rule the home, we rule togetherness, we rule family. This is a sense of really needing to feel connected to your family, connected to those people that you care about and love the most. And I think feeling at a distance from people right now is really starting to wound you and hurt you and like hurt how you feel about what you are, because what you are has always been to help others, to help heal others, to help take care of others. You could do some volunteer work just like Aries to help yourself out, like make yourself feel effective. But at the same time, they're not asking for volunteers, are they? They're keeping us all in. But this is more. This is you expecting communication. This is you maybe receiving communication. Maybe receiving communication that you didn't expect to receive that will in some ways really start to unravel, maybe unravel, like make you feel emotionally scattered and feel emotionally torn, like desperately wanting to connect with people but not wanting to be too desperate. That sense of wanting somebody in your life but not wanting to compromise your ideals, and being afraid that you might lose control because you just want that human contact and human connection so bad. If somebody calls you up, especially if it is somebody from your past, you might be tempted to let them in just because you want to be touched, just because you want to be near somebody, just because you're just, in other words, that. Take a deep breath out, exhale. I know this is a frustrating time for us. I know this is a scary time for us. I also know that it's a very emotional time for us, especially as Cancerians. Go and reach out to people. You be the one. Be the one to like say hello. Be the one to invite Skype chats with your friends. Stay as connected as you possibly can, but simultaneously don't call somebody 100 times in a row. Like, this is a sense of, it has to be purposeful, it has to be controlled, and it has to be healthy. Gemini energy is beautiful energy when it comes to communication because it's one-on-one. So I do have a sense that you're about to get some communication, some one-on-one communication from somebody that's going to come out of your past. Be careful. Just please be careful, because there is a vulnerability to us right now that we have to really be sensitive to. That's an FYI, but it's a really good warning. You could also ask on this Aries new moon, you could ask for communications. If you've been waiting to hear from a job, or you've been waiting to hear from something important in your life, if you've been waiting, either the wait is over or you need to check up on it. Rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take a break. So don't let anybody back into your life, and maybe even just enjoy the time by yourself. You are protected, you are guarded. There is a sense of maybe you needed to take a break from these communications with this person. Maybe the two of you needed to take a break from each other because it was getting too heavy and too much. Or maybe you still need that break, a sense of space and finding yourself again. And that's exactly what the hidden blessing in this situation is because what do? We always lose ourselves, especially when we're really into somebody else. And it's being forced to take a break from them that is forcing us to remember what our goals are all by ourselves, what our goals are in and of ourselves, what we're supposed to be making happen, instead of getting distracted in somebody else and trying to make them a better person and take care of all of their issues and problems. This is our time to take a relax and take a break from a certain circumstance or a certain maybe communication with a certain person. We're supposed to be at a distance from them. Oh my God, if the divine didn't intervene on our behalf, I don't know what it was. It's like, you can't get a bigger hint than social distancing, right, Cancers? Like, you just can't. There is no such thing as a bigger hint than social distancing of, you need to take a break from this for right now. You need to let this just hold back and relax. You need to just relax. You need to get back to being able to breathe and being able to feel comfortable and being able to trust that everything is going to be okay, even if you don't have all your pincers in the mix. You don't always have to be active in the situation to make the situation healthy. Sometimes, and most of the time, it's us trying too hard and doing too much that actually makes the situation even less healthy. So this is that sense of, please, 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 Cancerians, don't try to do too much. Just sit back and receive. And how do I know this? Divine Feminine has popped out. This is the ultimate energy of receiving, of that open cup, that cup opening up. Let your cup be filled by somebody else. I am more certain now than ever that you're about to get some communication from somebody, that you're about to hear something, hear news, or hear from somebody that maybe you've needed to hear from for a long time. Maybe you've been really nervous about somebody that maybe has been watching over you or watching you for a while, or protecting you somehow, even though you didn't know it. Or maybe just this sense of somebody that you've been dreaming of or wanting to come into your life. But either way, there is communication coming in for you. I guarantee it. Divine Feminines, you're about to receive instead of give. You have to put yourself in that receptive zone though, Cancers. If you try too much and try to push through it, and Cancerians especially, we're going to be affected by this Aries new moon energy. We're going to try to do too much. We're going to try to make things happen when they're not ready to happen. Cut that shit out, Cancers. Don't do it. Sit back and let it come to you. That's what you're being asked to do. That's what this divine intervention is. You are literally, this is a divine intervention. We're gathering you together. You're walking into your intervention, Cancers. This is divine intervention for you. Do not do. Sit back and receive. Do not do. I can't stress that enough. Let's read Divine Feminine because I think we need to. Hold on. Hold on. Getting to 31. Divine Feminine. Look beyond the obvious and the superficial into the heart of a matter. Peer deeper into the hidden and explore the mysterious. Remember your vast potential and the unlimited possibilities available to you. No, this does not mean super stalking somebody online. That is you not being passive. That is you being active, and that is you being aggressive and trying to superimpose your will onto a situation. That's not what this means. It is time to trust your intuition, your inner voice, and your instincts, which you've probably been separating yourself from because you don't want to believe what you already know. I know you because I live you. I am you, believe me. This may also be a time for stillness, for there are unseen forces at work orchestrating the whole universe to bring intense and beautiful experiences to your life. Did you just get the chills? Allow yourself to receive all that you want. You are the mother of all you create. Nurture yourself and all that flows within and around you. There may be an impending marriage or birth around you, either physically or symbolically. The Divine Feminine wants you to know there is always enough to go around. Abundance is everywhere. Embrace joy, especially if you've been feeling a little bit jealous, feeling like everybody's getting ahead of me, everybody's doing something good and something wonderful, but nothing's coming to me. Embrace joy. Something's about to come to you, but you have to open yourself up to it and stop with the jealousy and striving too hard and filling yourself up with craziness and fear. This is a sense of sit back and receive. It's about to come to you. It's about to come to you. It's about to come to you. It's about to come to you, because I know you need to hear it a half a dozen times before you even listen. Cancers, 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 cancers. Cancerians, please. Message for Cancerians. And here we go. Pleiades. Double mission. Channeling and uplifting humanity. Ooh. You're about to receive a major download, Cancerians. You're about to receive a major download and a major breakthrough. Open it up and don't determine what it is. And I think that's the caveat, right? Is that we already know, oh, I want him. He's going to call me. That's not what it is. Whatever it is that you think is going to happen, forget about it, because I think that that's more ego and it's drawing you away from your intuition. This is, you don't know what's up. And you have to go humble into the universe and say, I don't know, but I'm open to receiving. I'm willing and open, and I'm here. That's the secret, is to not be impulsive or domineering and vain like that Aries energy wants us to be. We can be that kind of impulsive and decide what the abundance is going to be, and then we miss the abundance that's coming. Don't decide. Sit back, do your thing, remain open, and let whatever abundance it is, let it come to you, let it surprise you. This is good stuff that's coming your way, but don't decide what it is, because you'll end up missing it. I'm going to leave it there because that was powerful. I love you guys. I love you guys. All right. Let's go on to Leo 202, right? I'm sorry. 34. You could see like my eyes are getting all glazed over. If anybody has done this before, I don't know if anybody's done this before, but like keeping something going for 2 hours or more, that's a lot. It's a lot. Like my voice is getting weaker and I need a water break and stuff. Ooh, Leo. What is the message and energy for this? Oh, there you go. You are loved. Ooh. 2 cards came out, and this is very important because Leo, you're a very protective energy. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. I think that you have a lot to do with making everybody safe and making people damn sure that they're doing what they need to do to keep themselves safe. But this is the assurance that, Leo, your family is safe, your loved ones are safe, you've done a good job, everybody is protected, and everybody's going to be okay. Conclusions are within reach. This is a message that I think we all want to hear, but at least maybe finally we're going to get a vaccine. Like, that's kind of like this breakthrough. Maybe it's a Leo that's going to make a breakthrough, but there's this sense of everything is finally going to be okay. A cure is going to be found. Resolution is in sight. Everything is going to be okay. This is a sense of what you receive this new moon, Leo, is security, is that sense of fulfillment of all of this is going to be all right and this is over with. This is an ending, because I think that you want the ending in sight, absolutely. But there is a sense of you like hearing the good news that you want to hear. Conclusions are within reach and your loved ones are safe. Maybe this could be even just getting news that, you know, everybody's fine, everybody's cool, everybody's good, everybody's in the place that they're supposed to be. But not only that, not only are they protected, but they're going to be okay in terms of their resources. They got enough toilet paper, they got enough food, they got everything that they need, their rent is paid. All of those things are things I feel like you guys are definitely going to be checking up on, because you will walk around your pride and you will walk around that perimeter to make damn sure that everybody's taken care of. You may not be the one to supply all the needs, but you will be the one to protect all of the resources and make sure that everybody that you care about and you love is first and foremost taken care of. And then everybody else can have whatever left over. I'm not even kidding. That's kind of your mentality. But this is that sense of you towing that perimeter to make sure that the conclusions are right there within your reach, that you know exactly what's going on, that everybody that you need and you love and you care for is taken care of. This is you doing your regular check-ins and making sure everybody is set up. But this could also be that sense of good news coming in, that sense of don't worry about this because this isn't going to last as long. Now, this may not be about the coronavirus. This could be about another situation in your life. This is conclusions, something that was bothering you, something that was worrying you. It could have been like the health of somebody, the health of a relationship. It could have been, a job or a opportunity prospect teetering on the edge. It's going to be okay. Like, messages are coming in that those things are maybe in stasis right now. Maybe they're as safe as everything right now. A sense of things aren't coming down. They're not falling apart. Instead, they're actually resolving very, very nicely. Ooh, I really like that energy for you. So open yourself to receiving some good news, Leo. Open yourself to receiving some resources that you can then distribute and make sure everybody that you love has what they need. Open yourself up on this Aries full moon to receiving a sense of peace. Peace when maybe you have been on end for a while now. Oh my God, I look a mess. I'm so sorry. Jesus. Maybe you've been on end for a while now, but now you can rest assured that everything is going to be fine. So Leo energy, Leo energy, Leo, Leo, Leo. Leo energy, Leo energy. Leo, Leo, Leo. Oh, all right. Those two cards want to pop out. They're going to pop out together. We have two cards. Wow. You better stop. You know what two cards popped out? It's called suspense. Wait. New love. So this is opportunities are coming to whoever gave that donation. I didn't see it, but I'm grateful for it. Thank you, Amber. Amber girl, come on, man. I'm going to make you poor. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. This is new love is coming to you, Leo. New love, and this could be new love of work. This is a wish come true, a new opportunity falling right into your hands. What I said, conclusions are in reach and everybody is safe. If you've been waiting on a job, you've been waiting on money, you've been scared that something isn't coming in, guess what? It is coming in, and this was the other card that came with it. This is true love. This is that energy of this love is once in a lifetime. So yes, ultimate connectivity, ultimate happiness, and ultimate resolution in all that you care for and care about. It doesn't have to be romance, but come on. dude, holding these cards in my hand, how am I not supposed to think? You're falling in love. If you're not in a committed relationship already, you are definitely, it's concluded, this person wants you to. You could be dealing with I don't know. I don't care who you're dealing with. The truth is, whoever you're dealing with, whoever was on the edge or on the fence, it's all coming out. Yes, they want you to. Yes, yes, yes. Finally, they are admitting that they want you to. They're all about you. They can't get enough of you. This could be even marriage or a wedding, being able to go off without a hitch. This is also a sense of, leveling up in your relationship. This is a sense of, yes, you finally hearing yes. You finally getting what you want, Leo. That's what this is a sense of. Oh, new love, guys. New love and true love sitting there right next to each other. New love and true love coming in hot, coming in maybe unexpectedly. Or if you've been in a long-term relationship, this could also be a sense of renewing your vows or renewing your love, or feeling really secure of like they just got home. They were traveling and now they're home and now they're safe and now they're healthy. Maybe they just got home from the hospital and they're finally okay. This is a sense of return to me, that energy of, oh, yes, yes, they're going to be okay. Or I'm going to be okay. Or the person has finally arrived. Oh, wow. I'm so over the moon right now. This is the energy of 2 + 6, which is 8, which is destiny. And this is the energy of 3, which is Holy Trinity and balance and divinely guided. So literally the divine has intervened so that destiny takes place and plops right in your hands. I don't know how you're going to meet. I don't know where it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. If you don't got nobody, you're about to have somebody. Or if there has been a situation where, somebody was scared or shy, acting a little Cancerian, they were scared or shy to talk to you, or things were things were ambiguous, there's not going to be any more ambiguity anymore. You're going to know exactly where somebody stands, and it's going to be, this is guys, you got the 2 most romantic cards in this friggin' deck. Leo, 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 Leo. Oh, you are, Leo, I'm about to say something that you already know. You are the universe. There you go. Leo's like, duh, we knew that already. No, but this is the truth. You're feeling really good. You're about to receive an excited sensibilities, an excited sensation of new love, of conquering it all, of really just overcoming it, just sticking out, standing out, and persevering. And yes, the conclusions are in, the ballots are in, and you won the award. You are the universe. You create this space. Whatever it is that you've created or been working toward is coming to a fruition. It's coming to abundance. You have literally guided universe into the creation of the world that you wanted it to be. This is a sense of you have called in this abundance, and it's about to drop itself right into your lap. Let me read to you this card, 29. Here we are. Know the self and know the nature of everything. You are you, and yet you are also the universe. Just like you, the universe is a living entity. It is not a thing or a person that knows everything. It is growing, moving, and reaching forward to experience life in new ways. Wherever or whenever you are, you will always recognize yourself, and you will always exist. Play with the idea that the universe, in all its manifestations, peers out through you. It mingles and joins with your energy to see the world through your uniqueness and expands as you do. You are the pioneer of this universal frontier, and the universe needs you to know it in all its forms. If you believe everything is separate, you will want a guide, angel, light being, someone or something outside of you who sees you to show you the way. However, everything is as one, and nothing is separate, so nothing is on the outside looking in. The universe sees wonderment through your eyes, and you see wonderment in the universe. Become your own authority. Choose to feel good by discovering what makes you laugh, love, and enjoy. Focus on this and you will create similar manifestations. And whatever you don't focus upon will fall away from lack of attention. 3D translation, it's all about you. You're about to get everything you want. Just saying. One more card for you, Leo. And then we're on to, ooh, it popped right out, leap. I am so excited right now. I can't even contain it. I'm sorry. Leap, Leo, leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. Conclusions are within reach. You and your loved ones are safe. What would you do if you knew that you could not fail? Because this Aries new moon is literally giving you all the confidence and power to receive everything that is not failure. Like, you are the winner. I told you that from the beginning of the reading. So all you have to do is take a leap and the universe will follow. You are the universe. So the universe is not separate or outside of you. You tell the universe which direction you're going and it will give you wings on the way down because you're making the decision that you fly now. Not literally, please guys don't go jumping off buildings, but there is a sense of yes, go for it, take the leap. It's going your way, or whatever you took the leap of faith in is now manifesting all around you, and you're finally seeing the signs and receiving all those tangible things that show you that things are actually working out the way you worked so hard for them to be. Oh, can I be a Leo today? I have 3 placements in Leo. Does that count? I have my Venus, my Mercury, and my Saturn all in Leo. So can I be a Leo today? Please. Love you guys. Here we go. 21508. Virgo. Oh, let me just wipe my eyes for a second. Virgo, what is the energy coming to you on this new moon in Aries? New moon in Aries. Virgo. Virgo energy. What is the Virgo energy, please, for this Aries new moon? What do they need to know? Here it is. Don't let your past hold you back. South Node. That's interesting. Where's your South Node? Where's your South Node, Virgo? You tell me. Because anytime I get the South Node or the North Node, I always tell everybody, please go look up on one of these free natal chart services where your North and South Node is. If they only tell you your North Node, you know your South Node too. Because your South Node is the direct opposite, is the sign directly opposite on the wheel from your North Node. So for example, my North Node is in Virgo. So I know that my South Node is in Pisces. So Virgos, go check out. No, not all Virgos have the same North and South Node. It depends on where you were born, like the time and place. So go check your South Node, because this is always a message of, what are your pitfalls? What are those things that are so easy for you, you might keep repeating and getting you stuck? What is it that you've been holding on to from past lives in terms of behaviors and patterns and choices that are curtailing your success in this life, that are basically cutting off your value and your virtue in this life? What is it that you need to get out of, those pitfalls that you need to get out of? Don't let your past hold you back. There could be something coming from the past, or a sense of what you've learned about yourself. Remember we talked in the beginning of this reading, I forget who it was. Was it Scorpio? Was it Capricorn? Self-defeating thoughts. Create self-fulfilling prophecies of bad situations that you have to keep repeating. So what is that negative self-belief that you have grown up with, learned from a long time ago? What are those beliefs that are limiting you? What are they, Virgo? This is a great time to make one of your super lists and list all those things that are defeating you, that are taking away joy from your life, because you believe that they're true when they're really not. We always define reality by the sum of our experiences, but guess what? That ain't shit. Reality is so much more than the sum of our experiences. This world and universe is so much more than the sum of our experiences, especially when we keep making the same mistakes and having the same experiences because we keep believing the same things. This is about getting rid of that, getting rid of all that, those pitfalls, not falling in that quicksand anymore, learning how to avoid it. This is about learning your south node and learning those things that are too easy for you, and that getting familiar what you keep getting stuck on. But this is also a sense of, what is it that's holding you back from the past? What is it that's holding on to you? What is it that you're making decisions about your future based on something in your past? Why are you basing your future on your past? Your future needs to be your goals and your, like, what you want out of life, not even where you come from. And I know, Virgos, you like to stay connected. You're an earth sign, so you like to stay stagnant. You like to stay settled. You like to stay connected to those roots. But are those roots where you want to be? Because you have the power now to uproot yourself and plant yourself and build roots for yourself. But do you have the balls? That's what you have to ask yourself, because something in your past is holding you back. Ooh, that was like a channel craziness. I don't even remember what I said. Okay, Virgo. This is your card. I'm not going to say it. It just came out. This is your card. Ask for help. You trying to run things all on your own? You're trying to solve things all on your own? Is that what you're doing? Or are you just being stubborn? Because there is a sense, this card says, show your vulnerabilities. Ask somebody that you need help. Or maybe it's the people that you've asked for help your whole life that are holding you back, that are making you feel obligated, or you feel obligated to them, and so to pay them, you feel like you have to pay them back in some way. There is a sense of being tethered somehow because people have helped you in the past, or holding it over somebody else's head and making them feel like they're tethered to you because you've helped them in the past. This is a sense of be vulnerable, ask for help when you need it, receive it with an open heart and with gratitude. Give help with an open heart and gratitude, but don't let there be strings attached, and don't let there be hooks in your gifts. Don't let there don't let there be that hook in a gift where it's going to be pulled back as soon as somebody wants control over you or wants you to need them. This is a sense of, do your gifts have hooks? It could be a sense of being afraid because somebody has always hooked you that way before. There's never been anything that was just given. It's like every time you need help, you've been tethered or stuck to the past even more. Or maybe it's that you are stuck with something because you know it's going to need your help. There's something about help and dependency and codependency and being vulnerable and needing that is actually tethering you back to your past and not letting you move on. Interesting. Virgo, that took a turn. That took a turn. Ooh, here we go, guys. There is only light. 30. So this is divine timing, divine intervention, having the divine intervene on your behalf, guiding you, leading you, supporting you, taking care of you, making sure that you're never alone. Let's read from the book, Storytime, Children. 30. There is only light. Light is sought after and extraordinary. We seek clarity of light, lightness of being, and light bulb moments. Light bypasses the analytical mind and takes us straight into loving wisdom. It is time for you to step into your shining light. Be illuminated. Let light in. Today is the day to release any disturbances in your energy. Happiness will come naturally unless you do something to prevent it from happening. Release all that is stopping happiness from flowing into your world, and it will appear before you. It seems too easy, but it is truly that simple. Until you realize this, you remain connected to the belief that struggle is a required, perhaps more respected, lesson-laden path. We often take on the belief that if we struggle, others will think more of us and we will appreciate things more. And you know, you guys make things harder for yourselves. Appreciate things more. When you go against your soul, you move away from your brightness. The darkness is a sign it is time to feel your way back into your heart and soul. But there's one part that I want to read again. Let light in. Today is the day to release any disturbances in your energy. Happiness will come naturally unless you do something to prevent it from happening. Release all that is stopping happiness from flowing into your world, and it will appear before you. It seems too easy, but it is truly that simple. Release all that is stopping happiness from flowing into your world, and it will appear before you. What's holding you back? It needs to be hard. It needs to be difficult. It needs to struggle. Maybe you're afraid to ask for help. Maybe you're afraid. Maybe that's another thing, that you're afraid to ask for the help that you need because you think if I'm all stoic, if I don't do this by myself, then I'm not really doing it. But then you're afraid to ask for help because you don't want that hook in the help. You don't want to be controlled by anybody. Ask for what you need when you need it. It'll be the past soon enough, and you'll only have the future in front of you. My contact lenses are sticking to my eye. Oh, there you go. Damn. Inner temple. Devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. And you know what? For you guys, I just heard music. You need to turn on some music because you need some healing. You need something to get you out of your head because you will get stuck there. You'll get stuck in your head. You'll get stuck in your fear. You'll get stuck in your worries, and you'll get stuck in your ways because your ways are where your fears and your worries always keep you stuck. So, but you need music because music truly is magic for you. It helps you transcend your fears. It's the one vibration that can help you be brave and not be afraid and be ready to leap and take a risk. It's the one form of communication that you always understand and always empowers you. So that's what I heard as soon as I picked this card for you. Devotion, tune in. You need to change your frequency, but for you, it has to start in the tangible because you're an earth sign. So that tangible is music. What music do you need to turn on to change your vibration? Do it. You know you have the soundtrack, Virgo. I know you do. You know you have your iPod from like the first version iPod that came out. You know you do. You know you have all your lists and all your tunes and all. You know it. So get on it. Use it. Use it to help you break free of all this stress and all this craziness that's tethering you and holding you back. It's going to help you, especially the first song that you happen to turn on. It's going to help you, it's going to illuminate you, and it's going to be your angels sending messages to you. I'm telling you that right now. Believe it because it's true. Okay, we have done all 12 zodiac signs. I, like a responsible little YouTube tarot card reader, have taken down all of the timestamps, so I will be able to thank you for you, Amber, for your donation once again, and thank you for all 22 people who stuck with me this whole time. Clearly, you don't have to because this is a long video, but I am going to put the timestamps up right now. It's going to be in the description box for you to access. So you'll have them right there for you. I'll also try to put them in the comment section when I can. But I have them right here and I'm ready to use them. I also have to make my little thumbnail too. So I got to go downstairs and boogie on down to my typewriter to do it. But I want to say thank you for spending this new moon or the impending new moon with me, for sharing this energy with me, for sharing your support and your energy with me all the time. You guys mean a great deal to me, and I'm so grateful for your presence in my life. I'm going to sign off because my throat's so dry, I'm about choking on the spit that doesn't exist there anymore. And my contact lenses are so dry, I'm looking like a psychopath because I can't get them to stop sticking to my eyeballs. So I've got to get offline. I've got to go walk my puppy, my little cutie. And then I've got to like put my feet up and just you can relax, okay? I'm going to listen to the Cancerian. I'm going to listen to the Cancerian message that came through, because remember, when I'm reading, but afterward, I'm just one of you. So I'm going to listen to the message that just came through, have a little faith in life, have a little hope in myself, and just like kick my feet up for right now and just enjoy the rest of the night, which I hope you guys do too. I love you so much. And thank you to all the moderators that were helping me throughout this whole time. I know that they didn't let any bullshit through. I'm sure of it, and I'm grateful for it. So thank you so much. I will not see you tomorrow for a daily. I'll see you Monday for a daily, but please do be on the lookout for Romantic Tarot coming out on Sunday morning. I love you guys. Happy new moon in Aries.